Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they want, while others struggle endlessly, no matter how hard they try? What separates those who live a life of abundance, fulfillment, and purpose from those who drift aimlessly, reacting to life instead of shaping it? The difference lies not in luck, education, or natural talent, but in the way a person trains and masters their own mind. Every thought you entertain, every belief you nurture, and every focus you maintain creates the very reality you experience. If your mind is cluttered with doubts, fears, or negative expectations, your actions will reflect that inner chaos, and your results will mirror the limitations you impose upon yourself. Conversely, if you take control of your mindset and purposefully guide your thoughts toward constructive, empowering ideas, you will begin to attract the resources, people, and opportunities needed to achieve extraordinary results. The first principle to understand is that your mind is a fertile garden. The thoughts you plant are the seeds that will grow into habits, actions, and ultimately outcomes. If you plant seeds of fear, uncertainty, and indecision, the weeds of missed opportunities and failure will quickly overrun your life. But if you deliberately plant seeds of confidence, clarity, and ambition, your garden will flourish with results you may have previously thought unattainable. This requires vigilance. Every day, your mind is bombarded by external influences, media, opinions of others, setbacks, and societal pressures. Left unchecked, these influences shape your thinking passively, often in ways that sabotage your potential. But by taking conscious control of your thoughts, by refusing to accept negative programming, you claim ownership of your life and the direction it takes. Central to this process is the cultivation of a positive mental attitude. This is not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring real challenges. It is about training your mind to focus on solutions instead of problems, to see opportunity where others see obstacles. A positive mental attitude allows you to convert setbacks into lessons, to view criticism as constructive guidance, and to maintain momentum even when circumstances are difficult. It is a lens that transforms ordinary experiences into tools for growth. Consider that every success story you admire began with someone who refused to allow adversity to dictate their response. They understood that the external world may be uncontrollable, but their internal world, their mindset, was entirely theirs to command. Equally vital is the concept of having a definiteness of purpose. A life without direction is like a ship adrift at sea, vulnerable to every wind and wave. Goals that are vague or uncertain lead to wasted effort, confusion, and frustration. By defining exactly what you want, you create a magnetic force that aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every decision becomes easier because it is guided by a clear destination. When your purpose is clear, distractions lose their power. Temptations that would derail the unfocused are effortlessly bypassed by those with unwavering clarity. Your purpose gives meaning to effort, turning ordinary tasks into deliberate steps toward your vision. Having definiteness of purpose also fuels motivation in a profound way. Motivation is fleeting when it depends solely on external conditions. Motivation that comes from purpose is internal and unshakable because it is anchored in your personal vision of success and fulfillment. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move through life effortlessly, attracting opportunities, allies, and resources, while others struggle to gain even a fraction of the success they desire? The difference is not talent or luck. It is the quality of relationships and the way a person leverages the collective power of others. Humans are inherently social beings, and the connections we forge determine much of what we can achieve. Every person you meet, every alliance you form, and every network you build has the potential to either elevate you toward your goals or hold you back. Those who understand this principle consciously cultivate relationships that inspire, empower, and challenge them to reach higher levels of achievement. The first step in harnessing this power is to surround yourself with individuals who share your drive, your values, and your vision. These are not just friends or casual acquaintances. They are mentors, partners, and peers who push you toward excellence. By forming alliances with motivated, competent, and forward-thinking individuals, you tap into a collective intelligence far greater than your own. Ideas multiply, solutions appear faster, and obstacles that might have seemed insurmountable alone suddenly shrink when tackled as a team. This is the essence of collaboration, the ability to leverage the strengths, insights, and experiences of others to achieve results that no single individual could accomplish alone. Yet, building powerful relationships requires more than simply knowing the right people. It requires the skill of influence, earned not through manipulation or coercion, but through genuine service and value. People are naturally drawn to those who help them succeed. When you contribute to the growth and success of others, you create a ripple effect that returns to you in the form of trust, loyalty, and opportunity. The act of helping others is a powerful form of leadership. It signals competence, reliability, and generosity. Every person you assist, every problem you help solve, strengthens your network and cements your position as a person of influence. Influence is the currency of progress, and it is built through consistent acts of service, integrity, and authenticity. While relationships are crucial, the foundation of all lasting success lies in personal discipline. Discipline is the invisible force that transforms good intentions into tangible results. Many people possess knowledge, skills, and even the right connections, yet fail to achieve their potential because they lack the inner structure required to act consistently. Discipline ensures that you follow through on commitments, persist in the face of adversity, and maintain focus on your goals despite distractions and temptations. It is the bridge between ideas and outcomes, and without it, even the most brilliant plans remain unexecuted. Discipline manifests in many forms: managing your time effectively, controlling impulses, adhering to daily routines that promote growth, and consistently prioritizing long-term benefits over short-term gratification. Every decision you make, no matter how small, either strengthens or weakens your self-discipline. Eating well, exercising, dedicating time to learning, and maintaining healthy habits all contribute to a disciplined life. Over time, these small, consistent actions compound, creating momentum that propels you toward your larger objectives. The disciplined individual develops a resilience and reliability that others recognize, further enhancing both personal and professional relationships. Accountability. Have you ever felt that life holds more for you than what you're currently experiencing, yet you can't quite grasp it? The secret lies not in chance or luck, but in your ability to cultivate self-discipline and take full responsibility for your own actions. These are not abstract ideas. They are the invisible pillars that determine whether your life will be ordinary or extraordinary. Without discipline, even the clearest goals and boldest dreams are easily derailed by procrastination, temptation, or fleeting emotions. Without accountability, external circumstances appear to control your destiny, leaving you reactive, frustrated, and unfulfilled. Mastering these qualities transforms you into the architect of your own life. Discipline begins with self-awareness. It requires an honest assessment of your habits, choices, and priorities. Every decision you make, no matter how small, either strengthens or weakens your personal discipline. Waking up early, committing to learning, exercising, and avoiding destructive habits are all expressions of this internal control. The cumulative effect of small, consistent actions is profound. Over time, discipline becomes a natural part of your character, shaping your behavior automatically rather than relying on intermittent bursts of motivation. People who achieve extraordinary success don't wait for inspiration. They create routines and habits that ensure progress even when motivation fades. A disciplined mind is focused and resilient. It resists distractions and remains committed to long-term goals, even when faced with immediate discomfort or temptation. Life is filled with choices, and each moment tests whether you will act in alignment with your objectives or surrender to short-term impulses. Every act of self-control, no matter how minor, reinforces your ability to stay on course. This consistency compounds over time, creating momentum that propels you toward your aspirations. Discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. The freedom to act with intention rather than being driven by fleeting desires or external pressures. Closely linked to discipline is accountability. Accepting full responsibility for your actions is one of the most empowering practices you can adopt. It transforms failure from a source of shame into a catalyst for growth. Blaming others, circumstances, or bad luck only relinquishes control over your life. True accountability is about recognizing that, while you cannot always control external events, you can control how you respond. Every choice, every reaction, and every decision becomes an opportunity to shape your own destiny. By embracing accountability, you move from being a passive observer to an active participant in your life. Accountability also builds trust and credibility in your relationships. People naturally gravitate toward those who take responsibility for their commitments, admit mistakes, and act with integrity. Being accountable establishes you as reliable and dependable, qualities that attract mentors, collaborators, and allies who are willing to support your growth. This is not about perfection, it is about ownership. Mistakes and setbacks are inevitable, but those who embrace accountability learn from them, adjust their strategies, and continue moving forward with greater insight and wisdom. The combination of discipline and accountability. Have you ever imagined a life where obstacles seem smaller, opportunities multiply, and solutions appear almost effortlessly? What separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who struggle endlessly is not sheer luck, wealth, or education. It is the ability to think creatively and to learn continuously. The mind that refuses to grow becomes trapped in routine, reacting to life rather than shaping it. But those who cultivate imagination and dedicate themselves to learning open doors that others do not even know exist. Every great invention, every groundbreaking idea, and every success story begins with the capacity to envision possibilities beyond the obvious and the willingness to acquire knowledge that turns vision into reality. Imagination is more than daydreaming. It is the creative engine of progress. It allows you to see beyond current circumstances, to perceive potential solutions where others see only problems, and to create alternatives that defy limitations. The imaginative mind is never satisfied with the status quo. It questions, explores, and experiments, seeking ways to improve, innovate, and expand. By exercising your imagination daily, you train your mind to approach challenges from multiple angles, anticipate future needs, and generate ideas that are both practical and visionary. Those who harness imagination understand that reality is shaped by perception. The clearer and more vivid your mental vision, the more likely it is to manifest in the external world. One of the most powerful aspects of imagination is its ability to transform adversity into opportunity. Challenges are inevitable, but an imaginative mind reframes obstacles as puzzles to be solved rather than insurmountable barriers. When faced with failure, setbacks, or scarcity, imagination allows you to see new paths, adapt strategies, and pivot toward success. Every success fuel An entrepreneur, leader, or innovator has used imagination to identify solutions that others overlooked. By visualizing possibilities, creating mental blueprints, and thinking beyond conventional limits, they turn uncertainty into advantage, transforming potential defeat into triumph. Imagination also fuels innovation in relationships, work, and personal growth. It inspires creative problem-solving, encourages collaboration, and allows you to communicate ideas in ways that resonate and inspire action. When combined with a clear purpose, imagination becomes a strategic tool that guides decisions and shapes outcomes. It is not a passive gift, but an active skill that grows with practice, curiosity, and willingness to challenge assumptions. The mind that imagines boldly also acts decisively, turning abstract ideas into concrete achievements. Complementing imagination is the principle of continuous learning. Knowledge is not static, and the world is constantly evolving. Those who stop learning stagnate, while those who seek knowledge and understanding expand their capabilities, influence, and opportunities. Continuous learning is more than formal education. It is a commitment to observe, experiment, read, reflect, and adapt. Every experience, interaction, and challenge offers a lesson for those willing to extract its value. By embracing lifelong learning, you cultivate a flexible, informed, and insightful mind capable of navigating complexity and seizing opportunities others cannot perceive.